Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Coker Culture. This is just going to be a little bit of a talking vlog here for you guys because it is something that I promised and I'm going to deliver on. This is something that has been needed to be talked about for quite a while on here, but just needed to wait until the right time in order to do it. A little over a year ago, when we started this channel and came up, of course, with the "What's Your Why" catchphrase that we use at the end of every episode, that's really what this channel is all about, is helping folks and wanting you guys that watch this, to understand and know that you're awesome, you're special, you're a fantastic person and you're loved, and I'm talking to you. You may not think I'm talking to you. He can't be talking about me, but yes, I'm talking about you. You're awesome. And something that I've kind of made a passion of mine is helping folks figure out what their why is. It may not be directly, but indirectly, at least get you pondering and wondering about that question. What is your purpose? What is your why? Why do you do what it is that you do? What motivates you when you get up in the morning for what you're going to do? What is it you look forward to each and every day? This was a question that I had to figure out, that I had to answer, that I had to get my priorities in line for. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't something that came to me overnight. But now that I know it, it's something that I try to model and showcase and live out each and every day. And so sometimes when you know what that is, you've got to make sacrifices. You've got to make big decisions, and they may not always be easy, and they may not always be what you want to do. And they may hurt. They may be very emotional or painful even. But you've got to know what those priorities are. And for me, my number one priority outside of my faith is my kids and my family. And I'm sure it is for the vast majority, if not all of you. And for those of y'all that have just kind of started tuning into the family and the videos and don't know us that well yet, my mom had a stroke back in November, right before Thanksgiving, and she's still on the road to recovery and has a long road to get back to even close to where she used to be prior to this stroke. But before this, my mom was a very, very, very active individual in life, and specifically in the lives of our boys. She and she and my grandmother, they took care of the kids after school each and every day, so that Jess and I, could work, and so that I could coach. And just, we never thought anything of it because of how long it's been going on. And my mom and grandmother both being in exceptional health, something like this never occurred to us, never crossed our mind. So when it happened, and since it's happened, our whole lives have been turned upside down as far as what it is that we've got to do now. And one of those big things is I've got to be here more at home and with them. So there are certain things that's not going to change at all in our lives. But for the last decade, I've been a coach along with teaching. I'm in my 16th, 17th year of teaching, something like that. But I've consistently coached at least one thing for the last decade. Sometimes it's been 2 sports a year, sometimes it's been 3 sports, and I'm coaching the entire year. But at least consistently, it's been one thing, and I have to give it up. It isn't easy. It was a decision that I made collectively with my wife. The boys actually don't like it. They wish I'd continue coaching because they like coming to practices and interacting with my athletes and stuff like that. But they're both still so young that they don't truly understand. But the fact that I'm very close to them as far as my school and their school, it just makes it much more convenient for me to be able to get them and have them here at home in the afternoons, as well as doctor's appointments and things like that. Because again, for those of you that have been following us for quite a while, you know that Chad has a mitochondrial issue. So he has quite a few doctor's appointments that we have to go to just to make sure everything is on the up and up and okay with him. And that's primarily been Jess that's had to take him each and every one of those. So it's something that needs to fall back to me to help with and to be around more. And I know I'm gonna love that. I know I'm gonna absolutely love spending more and more quality time with the boys and with my wife. People keep asking me if I've noticed it yet. If there's been like a burden lifted, or if I feel like there's less responsibility. And the truth is no, not yet. I primarily coached in winter from October to now, the end of January. So I don't think I'll really notice a difference until this time next year, because right now I would be where I am anyway. Since I'm not coaching the spring sport, I'd be right here at home getting ready for the boys' spring sports to start and being able to take them to what it is they're going to be doing. Chad's going to be picking golf back up, and Ty's going to be trying flag football for the first time. So we're really, really looking forward to that and seeing how they do there. And hopefully both of us being able to be there for everything for both of them. Again, since there are other supporters that would usually be there, just don't have the ability to be there anymore. So that's just one thing. We're still going to be able to take our usual family vacations. That's not going to be something that's going to come up and interrupt us. We're going to be able to still film and do videos here for the channel, whether it be in-person vlogs and things like that you guys have seen throughout this week, or more gaming stuff, which is a lot easier to do with the boys and what they want to do. Of course, I know that we've got a mixed bag of folks here that tune into the channel for gaming, or for the home vlogs and the travel vlogs and things like that. So we try to give you a little bit of both when we can and as much as we can. But I did want to give you guys this update, because it is a pretty big life update for me, at least. It doesn't really affect the boys too often much. Not much is going to change with them. I know that Jess is going to greatly appreciate having me here more, so her life will be impacted more so than anything else, because she's always joked that she lives the single mom life during sports season. And so now she won't have to deal with that anymore, at least for not those long periods of time. I do love coaching. It's something I'm going to miss quite a bit, being able to impact and mentor these kids outside of the classroom, and getting to just build on those relationships that can pour over into school and into the real world from there. It's just a lot of life lessons that I'm going to miss out on being able to reach kids with and interact with going forward. But and I'll probably talk more about this, especially when we get to this fall and this winter and I'm here more. I won't hide that from you guys. I'll probably talk openly about how I'm feeling, and if I am indeed missing it and things like that. But for now, I just wanted to give you guys the what for. on that information as far as what's going on, the fact that as the channel goes, it's not really going to change anything. It may give me the ability to film more and post more with the kids, because I'll be here, especially when it comes to the gaming stuff. Jess doesn't really know how to set up or run that, so that's why it's always me and the boys, although the boys are wanting to film some stuff, just the two of them, so hopefully we'll have that coming out relatively soon for you guys. They'll figure out a game that they want to do, and we'll start up a series of that for those of y'all that would like to tune in just to hear them and watch them play through something. But I really want to thank you guys for tuning in, especially if you stuck with me through this whole video, just to give you this life update for me and how it'll impact the four of us and our channel going forward. I know I always end the videos with this, and I mean to start them with this too, because I don't know how many folks make it to the end, but please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it truly does go a long way to help the channel. I love seeing the likes on the videos. I love seeing the comments on the videos when we can get those. I think comments are my favorite thing, being able to interact with you guys, whoever you may be, and whatever your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you down below. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I talked a little bit about what you're going to see here, a little bit of everything. Vacation vlogs, home vlogs, talking vlogs like this, and then, of course, the gaming videos with the boys. If we could get big enough, I'd absolutely love to do a live show or some live shows with Jess here around the house, so that we could get on here, go live with you guys as an audience, for those of y'all that would be able to show up, and then just interact and talk to you in real time. So that's something that I'd really like to see if I could have happen down the road. So hit that subscribe button and get those numbers up to help Coker Culture and our little channel here. I hope you enjoyed this. I know it was a lot that I needed to get off my chest, and I appreciate you taking the time to tune in and listen to me. So until next time, what's your why?